Hello, happy Monday. It is a new week and it is a great new week. There's quite a bit going on. Actually, this upcoming weekend I'm filming my 400, which is a big deal. And I'm feeling relatively okay about it. I just really have to kind of like know my own lines and kind of just go for it. And you know, just like not freak out as much as I know that I easily could about it. So yeah. So I'm outside and I'm like a little quiet because there are people around, but yeah, long story short is I spent most of today you know, just being on the phone as one does on a Monday, and then I bought some groceries because I'm straight up out of food. I threw in a lot of laundry that was a little unnecessary, but I kind of felt the need to do so, and now I just do bake dinner and pick out what photos I am printing tomorrow in the photo lab for class, and that's been today. So I'm gonna keep this short because I know the rest of the week is going to be quite a bit, but I want to update you on my Monday because today is my last day of break officially, and it's kind of weird. It's my last full week worth of a break, but I've been so busy and getting things together anyway that it like, it's not really affecting me. Like, I thought senior year was going to hit hard and it's not. Like, I'm just totally okay. I'm accepting, and if anything, I'm overly excited about life and everything that's going on, so all good things. Hi, what's good? It is a whopping Tuesday, and today my screenwriting class got canceled. So I actually knew about this weeks in advance, which is cool because I get to go to the makeup workup. What? No, the makeup workshop. Yeah, workshop for Saturday because I've been doing this and it has been a weekly thing. It's every Saturday, but I can't go this Saturday because I'm filming my 400. So they have makeups. It's either today or I waited till week 3 of next month, and I am not waiting till April to finalize and go through and learn what I can. So I'm going today, pretty excited, working pretty well. Actually, it's so funny because I was so like, I'm ahead of the game, everything's great, everything's still great, don't get me wrong, but there's so much I have to do in the next few days. It's kind of ridiculous, and I don't think I realized that until like today. So I'm feeling very overwhelmed. I'm on my like 3rd cup of coffee, which is dangerous and a horrible idea, so I shouldn't be on that, but this is where we're at. So I'm highly caffeinated, definitely still freaking out, and about to go to this commercial workshop, which is pretty exciting, pretty fun. These have been so insightful and awesome, and I can't believe I'm already on my 3rd out of 4. Like, that's insane. Like, this is just going by so fast. So with that in mind, I'm going to carry on and head on over. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to go today or not because there were some like scheduling conflicts and things like that for a lot of people, and they were thinking about maybe rescheduling, but turns out now I get to go today. So I'm going. It'll be cool. I'll actually meet different people because it's not my normal last time. It's during a different last time. So yeah, that's where we're at. So it's been a little bit chillier and gloomy today, which is kind of odd because the last several days has been straight up like freakishly summer-like, and today it got changed around a little bit. So I'm going to go, and that's my update. But yeah, obviously I can't film those, so yeah, this is my update saying where I'm going and what's going on and why today's Tuesday is different from most other Tuesdays. But trust me, everything always happens on a Tuesday. If something's happening, it's probably Tuesday. Okay, cool. That's where we're at. It is Thursday and I just picked up all of my equipment. Luckily I had a lot of help, so thank you to everybody who helped. But I have all of lighting and grip, which is basically everything you see like here. Yeah, I have this stage, which is really cool because I'm going to be filming here, and fun fact, this is actually where the orientation scene was like 4 years ago, so that's partially why I'm here. But yeah, I'm not actually filming in here until I can't talk. Yeah, Sunday. And I'm filming at my apartment on Saturday, and today is Holy Thursday, which means all of that chilling right there I have to figure out what I'm doing with, and I think I'm allowed to just leave it here, so I think I'm going to do that. But I'm about to move everything on over for all of the camera stuff and all the sound stuff over to the apartment, so that's already set. And I'll probably come back tomorrow to figure out with the grips to figure out like what should be left here and what can be brought back, because I only have so much room and I'm kind of like afraid I'll have too much equipment and I won't know where to put it, if that makes any sense. But yeah, today has been a day of literally running around, still attending class, trying to get everything together, and kind of just being a busy film student. And I did expect to have to move all that because I thought it was just going to be prepped here, which is fine. But also, I just moved all that stuff over. Like, I'm a hot sweaty mess now, but like in heels. Look at me go. Anyway, so yeah, going to carry on with my life. That's where we're at. This has been kind of a terrifying adventure, but things are being accomplished and I'm excited for it, and I'm just like, it's happening and it's starting to sink in that this is actually happening and it's not just this weird thought of something that's about to happen. So yeah, we're still thriving, but like it's a lot, so that's where I'm at. Me, literally me right now. That just fell into me. So today has been a day, and I decided to sit in sunlight and figure out what it is I'm doing, but kind of just take a minute because I've been kind of not feeling great the last couple of days. I've felt increasingly sunny. I'm just taking a minute to try to feel better. But yeah, overthinking is a nightmare. I remember like a week ago I said don't overthink things. Yeah, well, fun fact, I still overthought things, and I feel like I'm over it. I'm just over it. I'm somewhere between feeling too many feelings and none at all, and it's a horrible, horrible thing. So yeah, I'm going to pick up more equipment soon, but just taking a minute because life's a mess. So get a nice coffee and sit in some sunlight and feel better. That's my motivation. I don't even know. This is the most amount of groceries I think I've ever been done by myself in my life, and this is not okay. I'm an egg. I am disgusting. I have moved more stuff than you could possibly imagine today, and I've just been having a horrible last several days. You guys already know. I talked about it a little bit. But yeah, not thrilled. So I'm trying to deal with my life and put things together. I have free Chipotle, so thank you Chipotle for helping cater Sunday, but Sunday is not tomorrow. Tomorrow is Saturday, so I was trying to figure out what to do for food, and a lot of catering places is a little late or it's really, really expensive, and I was just like, yo, what am I going to do? But thankfully I have access to a kitchen because I'm literally filming in my own apartment. So I was like, yo, what if I made food? And I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do. So after I called my mom, I got really cool ideas. So thank you, Mom, for making DIY burritos, which I am prepping right now. And for the record, I don't cook things. I feel like the last time I cooked meat was like at least a million years ago. I haven't even eaten meat in a long time, fun fact. So yeah, look at me go. It's actually smelling pretty good. Like, yo, but this way, like, everyone can kind of make what they want, and I picked up, like, just the wraps and the cheese, and just, like, all the stuff needed, so then you can kind of just make what you want, and I have plenty of snacks and everything, and I got way more groceries than I've ever gotten in my life, so I'm feeling, like, super extra. Also, another fun fact that I did, I made brownies. So I've been, like, this crazy homebody who's been having a day, but still trying to thrive, and yeah, there's probably really noisy in the background, and I'm just trying to vlog and cook at the same time, which is not the best idea, but you get the point. Yeah, hopefully if I get all this together and I set up the crafty table and everything's all set, to go to the hot tub, calm down, because I swear I've had the craziest day. Like, I couldn't even get my groceries back in by myself, so I crawled over the balcony and someone caught me like midway, and it was so funny because they thought like I was breaking in, and then I had to explain that I was really just trying to get groceries in, and I'm a weakling and I hate carrying stuff, even though that's all I've been doing for the last couple of days. So yeah, that's the start of my life. Now I'm going to try to not overcook this meat and carry on with my day. Okay, I'm not the best at meal prepping, but can we just take a minute and talk about I got everything for the burritos set and good? Like, those are all beans and they're minced, which is awesome. There's the meat, which I somehow managed to cook, even though I literally haven't in like ever. We got the cheese, we got, oh, it's good. And then I also got like salsa, and yeah, so yay. So here's like all the equipment. Remember last year? Yeah, that was a good time. There's more, plus water. So actually there's more than this still on the stage, but I didn't bring over. So great. We probably won't need it. There's also like C-stands, chilling, rolling up the rug so it doesn't get all nasty with everybody walking around all the time. We're trying to keep it good. But yeah, Victoria's just, you know, chilling. I kind of just want to know everybody's comments about her, and no, not actually a part of the script. Fun fact. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. And then we got this, which I'm actually genuinely proud of. Okay, so we got all my photos up there, which is actually really iconic. We've got a coffee maker, which y'all already know is my coffee maker. But like, you know how much coffee I have now that I could make just like a giant pot of coffee? Like, yes. Okay, cool. And this is our crafty table, which honestly, I feel like this is the most amount of food I've ever seen on this table. And it's kind of just like snacks and stuff, but then obviously when there's like actual food, then we'll have actual food. Yeah, I do have an extra bag of the chips, but I want to hold off until like there's actually food so that like it's not just randomly there. This is a tin of brownies, which I'm going to show you. I'm so shook. Like, they're all neatly packaged. Wow. They're honestly iconic. Like, I'm very excited that I made brownies. Like, that was my personal touch. And then we got croissants because honestly, every time I'm on a set, I want a croissant. Like, every single time. Like, whenever they're there, I'm shook. It's one of my favorite set foods. So, you know, I picked up a bundle of them. And yeah, some of this I got on campus, some of this I didn't. But yeah, that's where we're at. Conspicuously filmingception. Whoa, filmingception! Yeah! Next level Hollywood Masters.
See, Hollywood Master
So we film it. We film it.
I'm a fucking cool artist. I just walk around Hollywood and
yeah.
Dude, yeah.
You're just adjusting them glasses.
All right, sick.
What's happening right now?
Oh.
It's just so next level.
His films are weird and
Let's do some wholesome behind the scenes, just literally.
Is it your feet walking into the mark?
Yeah. Yeah. So, I am changing. I'm actually, like, probably shouldn't be vlogging. I should just be here, right? But should we talk about this look? Like, hello. Like, chic as crap. Anyway, so yeah, I am changing. Going through, look at this little dressing room. Oh my god, it's so cute. Like, this is turning out so good. I'm almost done. I'm like freaking out. So yeah, I'm going to change for like the 20th time today. Like, it's insane. I've been wearing like the same like 2 or 3 dresses for the past 2 weeks, and today I've like made up for it like within today alone. It's insane. So anyway, I am going to carry on and not be weird and film you, though that's literally a part of my story. Anyway. Is this good?
Yes.
Okay. I'm about to go.
We absolutely cannot.
No, this is completely improv. This is it.
Yes. We're doing.
Yes, it's happening. So it is the last day of filming, March 24th and 23rd, and this is a wrap on Dreamcatcher. Woo!
Go Sarah!
On top of the coffee machine you go. But yeah, I just got back. I wasn't sure if I was going to film anything right now or not, but it's 8:43, and I feel like I need a quick little summary of what happened over the past couple of days, because it's been insane, it's been emotional, it's been a lot, and I don't know what's about to be posted or not, so I'm going to just wrap it up. Also, drink some water because I'm so dehydrated, and I've neglected myself so much for water that I just came back and instantly like just feasted, like full out just eating everything, and I just need to stop and drink water because I'm really not that hungry. I'm just genuinely feeling hungry because I'm so dehydrated. So drink your water, like, do it. So yeah, today, actually the past 2 days, I've been filming my senior thesis film, the 400. Sometimes it hit, sometimes it didn't. It did get more meta as I progressed, so that's cool. I feel like this entire process is just getting more and more like crazy out of control, but pretty exciting. I think one of the bigger things about this past like several days is Thursday night stress hit hard. Like, I didn't want to talk about it or film anything about this, but I feel like I'm going to have to back up a bit because there's like a decent amount of stress, things going on and whatnot, but I don't really feel stress. It just kind of happens, and then I start reacting in other ways, and I'm just like, oh, I must be stressed, and then it hits once I realize, and then it's not really good because it's just a lot of me internally thinking. And I think Thursday night it hit that I'm an overthinker and it sucks. And the thing is I was so sad. I was genuinely mad. I was like frustrated. I was upset. I was mad at the world. Like, I don't get like that. And even the rarest, slightest versions of that, I don't talk about it or dwell on it enough because like my internal crazy exists and I'm an overthinker, which makes things worse. But the second like my bubble gets popped with all of my optimism, it just instantly drops into all of the fear and everything else that I don't usually see. And I felt like that was it. I felt like I was living in this really great, beautiful bubble, and it just popped, and it scared me, and it made me realize that there are a lot of things that I know that I want in this world, and that's great, that's amazing, and I love that. But even when you know what you want, that doesn't mean timing's going to be great about it. And I think, you know, that's sucky, but it happens. And that was the biggest takeaway from that, was just realizing this is more of a Friday realization, just is still not any better than I was on Thursday. But Thursday really, boo. Friday was like, there's hope for me, and then boo. And yeah, I just remember walking around and kind of having a little bit of a cry fest and just being so upset at the world, just trying to find ways to make myself feel better, but also kind of enjoy the fact I was dwelling in it, and then kind of hating myself for enjoying the fact I was dwelling in it, this whole big thing. And I just thought it out. I was like, yeah, I'm an overthinker. It sucks. But at the same time, like, it could be good, it could be bad, and it's, I don't know, like, if any of this is making sense, but I basically turned into somebody who feels things pretty decently to someone who completely I was back and forth with feeling everything at the exact same time, and just having so many emotions I've never felt before in my life. Like I said, my level of mad was next level, and it was ridiculous because the only person I was mad at was really myself. But it was like just overthinking and dreading like every little thing and being so worried about it that's up. So it got so bad that my next stream that I would flip back and forth like a stinking pancake to was like no emotions at all. Like, I know I've been watching too much Vampire Diaries, we get it. Also, I'm not watching enough because I'm still halfway through season 5. Actually, I was at the end of season 5, correction. Anyway, they shut off their emotions, and that's the thing. I felt that. Like, not to sound like TV has ruined my life or anything, but I have genuinely felt that. I was feeling so much, so strongly that it was easier to shut off those emotions than to actually go through the pain of dealing with them. So I did, but you know, like a pancake. I was like one day completely, not even day, it would just be like one moment, everything's fine, day, that's emotion, no emotions whatsoever. Like, I gave 0 cares to the world, not like whatsoever. Like, everything, I'm just like, I don't care. Like, I have so much care that when it was absent, like, I felt how absent it was. Just, I care about so much. So to get to a point where I cared too much and I just shut that off, like, holy crap, like, I've never felt like that before, and it was terrifying but emotional. And ironically, a lot of it had great impact on me channeling emotions for my 400. So here we go, we get to yesterday, Saturday, right? And I go and I'm filming, everything's great. Actually, I'm filming right here. We go through, we film. I was a little bit frantic. I felt like things were going pretty well, but it was still a lot, and it's a lot to process. And fun fact, when you are putting together a full out production that's like full out, like, this is like bigger than anything I have personally tried to manage or put together by myself before. And there's so many people who are involved in trying to make this the best it could be, and just like knowing so much about every little aspect of it, trying to nest together, it was a lot. And on top of that, I'm also trying to direct, and I'm trying to act, and I'm trying to make sure everybody's happy and having a good time, and it's a lot. Especially when I was in that mindset of everything to scrap anyway. Like, again, this was horrible timing, and a huge part of this issue was because of timing in the first place, which only made it worse. So this whole thing was pretty, like, feels. Yeah, But overall, it was fun. It went well. I feel like I couldn't channel the emotions that I really wanted to because I was thinking too much about just what was happening. So I learned so much about production and directing and just feeling and emotions and who I am as a person and who I am with acting. Just, I learned a boat ton from this whole experience. So if nothing else, that's a win in itself, but it's been so much and I'm glad that went well, but it was a lot. Yeah, so I'm going to jump half a second on over to today because today I was filming all at school and yeah, that was fun. I mean, we moved a lot of equipment and everything last night, so today was just show up, get things together, and make the rest of this happen. So I need to drink water. I'm literally drying out. This is horrible. So I did. We went. I filmed. It was great. Things went actually pretty smooth today. I felt personally more stressed because it felt more like official and it was at like the stage and everything. I feel like just the nature of me having first day chill with my friends and everything's like, hey, and I'm like here. Like it had a different vibe today being on a TV stage than it did here. Yeah, without a doubt. And I think that made a huge difference too. But no matter what, it was pretty cool and everyone just like, everyone was amazing and just helping out and making this the best that it could possibly be. And there was, like, we still wrapped early, we still got a lot in with good timing and changed things around and just kind of like really just collaborated and had a good time and put this thing together, and it was amazing. It was great. It was actually really, really cool, and I don't want to talk too much about it, but I did bring back some props from just throughout the years. I had a lot of moments where I'm like, wait, this kind of reminds me of this. Like there's a scene at a cafe and just setting that whole up, like, oh my God, like I'm not kidding. But there was literally several scenes for an entire class, for an entire semester, just one of the years throughout, where it was a cafe setting and we had to set up the whole stage, and it was literally that exact same stage. So it's like, I don't know, it was like, when I think about it, it makes me actually feel things, and I probably should have been thinking about that more when I needed to feel things. But long story short, it was amazing, and it was really a culmination of the last 4 years, and that's just so sweet. I'm sorry, now I'm crying, great, but like, it's so weird, and I wanted to film there. It was funny enough, I remember when I was touring around senior year of high school actually, and I walked into, you know, just like around the film school and everything. That was the only actual part of LMU I took a tour with. And I just remember walking into that TV stage and be like, this is so cool. I mean, especially after Warner Brothers and everything. I was like, this is everything. And then when orientation happened, I filmed the orientation scene with the roommate Addie before we were even like actually supposed to be roommates that year on that same stage. And I actually brought back the duck prop from that. I will post the link if I remember to do so for that scene, because I did eventually edit the whole thing and we reacted to it. It was fun. But yeah, this is 4 years later from that. This is kind of like, I remember being there thinking, what's my 400 going to be? And I remember being there and filming that scene and being like, yeah, we got to bring this duck back for our senior thesis films. It's happening. Like, I'm going to do it. Yep, it's happening. And it did. And out of all the projects and everything I've been involved with, and just everything that has happened within such a relatively small amount of time, how did I get here? Like, how is any of this real? And it looks so good, and I don't have any of the footage because my laptop decided to completely crash out, and then the room is like, ah. So digitally, I'm a mess. Literally, everything is a mess right now. I'm emotionally a mess. Everything's messy, but it's a really great mess. It's a great, wonderful, beautiful mess, and I'm just so thankful that this has all happened. And I've learned so much and I've experienced so much, and I'm looking over here and realizing that the lot says it's 8:54 and I've been literally filming this for over 11 minutes. Okay, I'll probably go and cut down a decent amount of that, but I did like right at 11, so I made a wish. What's good? Yeah, but anyway, yeah, so that happened. I guess that means I'm a senior. I guess that means the most crazy big thing that has been on my mind for the past, what, 5 years? Not even 4, like 5 years has happened. Again, it's like half hitting. It like doesn't want to fully hit. I feel like if it did fully hit, it would just be too much. So like my brain is just kind of like leaking in moments where it hits a little bit and then it like takes it back like a stinking wave. I don't even know, but like, wow. Wow. Anyway, it's been a week. There have been a decent amount of highs, a lot of lows. It's been weird. It doesn't even feel like my life's this week, I swear. Like none of this at all makes any remote sense to, like, I've just gone through so much this week and it hasn't all been all that great, and I'll be real about that, but right now I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling really okay. I feel like no matter what, everything works out. Everything's okay. Yep, manifestation is real. I'm still trying to make that completely 100% true, but it is, and I think timing is really everything, and appreciating where you're at is just enjoying the process and the journey, and knowing that there is a process and a journey is, and not just like start and like that changes things. That really, really does. And you're not always going to be in the best part of the process by any means, but as long as you're kind of enjoying the fact that you're going through this journey and you're learning and you're growing and you're taking the moments to just sink that in, like that is truly what matters, and that's what's important. So yeah, so I'm actually going to read through my little notebook here. I just glanced over and I saw it. I've actually been writing down just like a bunch of like, it's basically my little filmmaking notes and like yearbook sort of thing. I don't always do this because I don't usually remember, because my brain as a director is like extra crazy than usual. But I always write down just what people, how do I talk about it? Yeah, I just like make it a point to be like, yeah, this is for this film set. Please write out like your thoughts, and this is like a little yearbook but for film sets. That's what I meant to say. Clearly I forgot to do this for the web series. Yeah, even put in props in the sticky notes for what was on the slate, which reminds me of time code. Super cool. Yeah, everybody. I really want to cry. Like, okay, I'm just going to go over it. I'm going to go to the hot tub. I'm going to drink some like cleansing tea. I'm going to have a spa moment. I'm going to literally save my sanity from the craziness and just cleanse my happy soul. I don't even know what I'm saying. And drink a lot of water in the process too, because that's important. And cut this video because it's going so long. I don't have the space for it whatsoever. But yeah. Oh, happy Sunday.